'cause there will be a time. Oh, oh.
Hey guys, and welcome on in to another episode of Getting Wild with Terry and Friends, NHL Trends and Betting Picks. I'm Terry, ready to break down today's slate. Of course, we got two games to go over today, but we'll start by taking a look back at yesterday. And I'm glad that I decided to do a bonus Sunday episode yesterday because continued on right where we left off on Friday and Saturday. My best NHL betting weekend of the season. 3 really good days this weekend. So we'll look to keep things going here this week as we start off. 2 games today, 12 tomorrow, 2 on Wednesday, another big slate Thursday, and Thursday is also opening day for Major League Baseball. So NHL and baseball MLB shows will be coming up here once Thursday comes around. So lots of shows on the channel upcoming here. And I wanted to start off before we get to yesterday's slate, thanking everyone for the support. Lots of views the last 2 shows. Been 2 of the highest shows on the channel's history. Lots of people hitting the like button. Appreciate that a lot. And we will get into what happened yesterday and take a look at what happened yesterday. And we'll start with this first game here. Winnipeg Jets and the Washington Capitals, the first game of the day. And it's always nice to start off the day with a 3-0 sweep, cashing 3 plus money plays. Washington Capitals money line. This Winnipeg Jets team, I was on them to bounce back in after their first loss a few days ago. I think it was against the Islanders. I was on the Winnipeg Jets to bounce back. They've been so good at bouncing back after losses. Their previous last 5 losses, they won by 3 or more the next game. The Jets did not play well against the Islanders. So, looking at that, not having Rick Bowness has really hurt the Winnipeg Jets. And I could tell that after that loss against the Islanders. So I came in here and faded the Jets and took the Capitals, a red hot Capitals team, who ends up shutting out the Winnipeg Jets. So a nice 3-0 win here. Winnipeg did try. It's not like they didn't show up to this game. They definitely did try. It's just Charlie Lindgren was just a brick wall, and they were just not able to beat Charlie Lindgren. So Caps money line cashes. Ovechkin anytime goal. He got 2 of them. The first goal, it originally went to Connor McMichael. So I was happy about that. He got his point. And then the sportscasters were saying, "Hey, this looks like it was tipped by Ovechkin," and it ended up was. So Ovechkin goal, Connor McMichael point, Caps money line, a nice 3-0 sweep to start the day. Then we went on to this game, over 6.5, a nice winner there. Nathan McKinnon anytime goal, a nice winner there. Valery Nichushkin did not score, so that one did lose. But this was the live game, and myself and quite a few other people that I saw on Twitter as well. We're all watching this game, and you could tell Pittsburgh came out here in the first period and played fantastic. They looked like they were going to continue their success they've had against the Colorado Avalanche. But in the second period, things changed, and you could tell that this Avalanche team was turning things on. They got to 2 goals. They were down 4-2. So we live bet them. I live bet the Avalanche money line plus 400 and the draw plus 400, figuring that either I was going to get the draw and cash a plus 400, or maybe the Avalanche really took it to them and was able to win in regulation, I would still cash a plus 400. I did not really expect the draw and the Avs to win in overtime, which was just fantastic. So another good game here. No complaints whatsoever about that game. New Jersey Devils, New York Islanders. Um, a nice win here for the Devils. A game that um, they want to win. Obviously, they want to try to stay off in this, try to stay in this playoff race. So a nice win for them here. Florida Panthers, Philadelphia Flyers, Frost and Tippett. Their point streaks come to an end. So a loser there in my only play in that game. Edmonton Oilers, Ottawa Senators. I tweeted this one saying, "Wow, that was easy." Early in the first period, Edmonton scores, and of course Bouchard gets an assist. So um, this game was great. Nice 1-0 game, cash nice and early, and then we could just move on to the next games. Toronto Maple Leafs, Carolina Hurricanes. I was watching this game, and this one is a heartbreaker. So it was an 0-3 game. Obviously, the over did not get there. Nylander did not score. But Seth Jarvis, we've been riding his goal prop here, and he had the empty net. He shot it, and it looked like it was going in. And I'm like, go in, go in, go in. And then it hits the post and stays out. So um, hey, I'm not going to complain. We've made a lot of money on Jarvis. It's been great. But what a tough way for the goal streak to end. Hitting the post. I was just so close to cashing that plus 240. So that was a little bit sad, but it is what it is. Jake Kensel did get a point, the first leg of the parlay of the day, which we'll be discussing a little bit soon, or we'll be discussing it shortly. Jamie Benn, over half a point, scored the first goal of the game for the Dallas Stars. Continues on to be the hottest player on that Stars team right now. A point in 10 of his last 11 games. Minus 120, a great price for him to get a point with what he's done lately. The over 6 is a push. So it is what it is there. I was kind of hoping for the over, but it ended up being a push. And then Clayton Keller, anytime goal plus 200, a nice winner there. Originally, it was assisted by Nick Schmaltz, but they took it away and gave it to Kerfoot. So it is what it is, but still a profitable game. I did not live bet the second period over. There was a goal early by Dallas and it didn't quite get there. There was opportunity later on to live bet it. And Dallas did get a power play early or late in the second. And it was plus 130 for the whole period, 1.5. And I was actually going to bet it, but then it froze and there was no goal. So thank you for the game freezing because that would have been an extra loser. Tampa Bay Lightning, Anaheim Ducks. I did end up adding some Lightning power play props with different players here on this game. Of course, they go 0 for 3 in the power play. Luckily, those were smaller bets. And Braden Point did not play. Turns out he's got a lower body injury, and so does Victor Hedman. So that just really screwed up a lot. When you have this team that's rolling and has so much chemistry with certain players, then you take out the top line center and the number one D man. That does kind of ruin chemistry. So point anytime goal is a push. The 4 or 5 power play prop were losers that I gave out there on Twitter. But Anthony Duclair, anytime goal, plus 260. Of course, he comes through for us. And he was the second leg of the parlay of the day. So the parlay of the day cashes in 3 straight shows, which is awesome. After a small little losing streak there, we're back to winning with the parlay of the day. So that is awesome. Montreal Canadiens, Seattle Kraken. Picks and Parlays exclusive play of the day was the under 6 in this game. Both teams had been heavily trending towards the under, heavily trended towards the under in the past. 5-1 win for the Montreal Canadiens. So the under is a push. Slavkovsky originally scored. I believe it was the first goal of the game. They took it away. So I was like, ah. But then they ended up adding an assist and taking an assist away from someone else and giving it to Slavkovsky. So over half a point cashes there in that game. Buffalo Sabres, Calgary Flames. I passed in this one. Just didn't really have much interest in this game. The Buffalo Sabres with the win, um, keeping their playoff hopes alive, I guess you could say, but I don't think so. But we will go and check out the standings quick, which I forgot to even bring up here. And then we will get to the comments and see what people are saying here in the comments. But starting with the standings here, Florida and Boston both tied with 97 points. Toronto with 89. New York Rangers in first with 98 in the Metro. Carolina 1 point behind with 97. We've got a close race. Philadelphia with 81. Tampa Bay with 85 points in the top wildcard spot. Washington with 79 points, 2 points behind Philadelphia, 2 games in hand. So this Capitals team could end up finding themselves in third place in the Metro if they keep playing how they've been playing. Detroit with 78 points, right here still in the playoff race. Islanders 4 points behind, so definitely not out of it, but they're going to need to pick up some wins here. The Devils with 74, the Sabres with 73, kind of in the same spot there. They got to put a streak together. Pittsburgh with 70, and then the bottom 3 of the Eastern Conference. In the Central, Colorado and Dallas tied with 97. Winnipeg 4 points behind now with 93. They're hitting a skid here at the wrong time for the Winnipeg Jets. Vancouver in first with 98. Edmonton in second with 88. LA Kings in third with 85. Nashville in the top wildcard spot with 88. 5 points ahead of the Vegas Golden Knights with 83. St. Louis 4 points behind Vegas with 79. Minnesota 6 points behind Vegas with 77. And then 6 points behind is Calgary, 71. Seattle with 69. Arizona with 63. And the bottom 3 of the Western Conference. We will jump into the chat, see what people are thinking. Good day, Terry. To you as well, Captain Bry. Hope this weekend was good for you. What's up, Terry? Hey, Robert. How's it going? Terrence, not my name, but hello, Timothy. I was almost called you Nicholas there. One player prop, and you already know who it is. Yep, and we're on it together. Well, I'm assuming I know, but you never know. Finally back here live. What a weekend, Terry. Yes. Thanks for coming on in, Nick. And yeah, it was just great. No complaints about this weekend. Good day, Terry, in chat. To you as well. What a night yesterday. A lot of nice hits, money, parlay, but the best bet for me was Devil's money line. Thanks, Terry. No problem. Glad you had a good night as well. Small card, but I like it. Yes. I've got some plays I like here as well. Neighbors point plus 100. Neighbors 3 shots on goal plus 134. Shea Theodore assist minus 114. Connor Garland point plus 141. Connor Garland 3+ shots on goal plus 134. Awesome. You'll be hearing some of those names coming up here shortly. So I smashed the like, Terry. Thank you, Richie. You always do. Terry crushed yesterday. Yes, it was another good day. Hoping to keep it going here this week. Greetings. Hello, Super. Gave some back on missing on Jarvis, Tippett, Frost, Nishushkin, Robertson props. Yeah, there was some losers. Luckily, a lot more winners there than losers for me yesterday. Crushed, kill it. Flyers was the only thing that didn't hit to be a perfect day. Very happy. Yes, me too. Very happy. Capitals won't die. Caps make the playoffs a lock. Nick is obviously trying to jinx the Washington Capitals. So any Washington Capitals in the fans in the chat, you can send hate comments here towards Nick. And it's okay. No, I'm kidding. Don't. But yeah. Theodore assist, Neighbors point, Eichel over 3.5 shots on goal. Parlay piece. I like it. Avs lives bets were electric yesterday. Yes. What a great comeback by the Avs. Stamkos goal away from hitting a plus 5,383 parlay. Oh, so close. So close. Stamkos just I feel like if Hedman and Point had played, I feel like it would have been a different result than the 3-2 overtime win. I feel like the Lightning would have done much better had they had those guys in. The chemistry just got there. Dallas, Arizona was close. Bought the over 5.5 live, plus 130. There you go. Wasn't even watching. Bet odds plus 160 down to nothing. Wish I got a better price, but still won. Hey, there you go. Caps to miss the playoffs plus 115. Mm, mm, I want it. I want it. Think Bouchard under with 3 assists yesterday. Yeah, another big night from him. So Sabres are still alive, about as alive as the Wild are, and yeah, not really. Technically, mathematically, yes, but in all realistic, no. Okay, what's up, Terry? Happy Monday. Thanks for that parlay. I'm 7-1 yesterday. Let's keep this hot streak going. Awesome. That's what I love to see. I think Jake Gensel goal and Aho assist is going to be our Eichel Marchessault goal in the playoffs. Aha. What Robert is talking about is last year we made a ton of money on Eichel and Marchessault in the playoffs. Eichel assist, Marchessault goal was just a money making machine last year. So hopefully we can get something else like that this year. I live bet the over 5.5 and Stars Yotes plus 160 for IceCon 2024. There you go. I've got Philip Hronik under half a point. Oh, okay. He's been scoreless in 8 straight games, and the style of hockey the Kings play, I'm seeing him going scoreless again. Interesting. An under prop. I know there are people out there that like the under props. Um, I haven't played one. I don't know if I will, but you never know in the future. Hit huge on the Avs live bet. What a crazy game. Yeah, beautiful. 0-9 Islanders on back to back. Yeah, they've really struggled on the back to back. The late lineup changes by Tampa really changed the mojo. Yeah, same. My bets were in. Thumbs up to Juan. Good morning, Terry. Unfortunate loss for the Wild Saturday. Hope they battle back. No, no, they are done. That's just the case. That's just how it is. But they signed the number one player in the OHL or CHL. I can't even remember, but they signed Riley Heidt, who's going to be an extremely good prospect for the Wild. So the future is still bright, but this year not so much. And next year the Wild are still in cap hell, so they're kind of going to be in the same boat as this year as a bubble team. But the year after is when the Wild will take off. Might bet Canes to win the President's Trophy. Interesting. Interesting. They're right in that race. Washington is in a good position to make the playoffs. I agree. They know how to defend and keep the puck out of their net better than Detroit. Maybe they also have a goalie that's standing on his head right now. I think that's the difference. Detroit doesn't have a goalie like that. F the Predators, haha. Yeah, I know. They didn't cash our collab play, the team total on a Saturday. Red Wings to make the playoffs plus 110. All right. Can't win them all. Next time, Dallas. Yeah, we'll get it next time on the second period over. Canes President's Trophy is plus 600. Best luck. I could see them going for it. I could see them going there. Michigan State plus 700. Plus 700. Yeah. Plus 700 to win the NCAA Frozen Four is nice. Best of luck. I can't make a comment because I don't follow college hockey. I just haven't. So no comment for me. Canes get swept in the first round versus Florida, Carolina, or New York Rangers. Obviously, Nick is an Isles fan, isn't too happy with the Caps right now, but I don't know about that. I really don't. I could obviously see them winning at least one game. And if the Caps do finish in that second wild card spot and get to face the President's Trophy winner, uh, I wouldn't. I wouldn't be so sure about that. I would not be so sure about that. I could see the Caps upsetting if they do go on a run and make it in. But we will now move on to today's slate. 2 games to talk about, and I've got 6 plays, 3, 4, 5, 5 plays in the parlay of the day. So still some plays for today's slate. We will start with the first game here, which is between the Vegas Golden Knights and the St. Louis Blues. Vegas minus 143 to minus 150. St. Louis Blues plus 120 to plus 132. Sixes right across the board here in this game. Looking at goalies first, Logan Thompson confirmed for Vegas, which is not surprising with Aiden Hill suffering some kind of injury. Jordan Bennington starting for St. Louis, which isn't surprising. He's their starting goaltender here in this one. How are these two teams doing recently? Vegas 5-2 in their last 7 games. 1 over, 3 unders, 1 game finished with 6 goals. St. Louis Blues 6-1 in their last 7. They're playing pretty well, winning games recently. 3 games in a row over 6.5. 2 of their last 5 games going to overtime for the Blues. Vegas 4-1-1 in the last 6 games between these teams. 2 of the 4 games going to overtime. 5 of the last 7 games going over 6.5. We usually see some goals when these two teams face each other. Starting from the side perspective, St. Louis has been playing very well recently. They've also been a very good home dog this year. They've had a lot of success at home, especially as a dog. When I look at this game, I'm glad that Logan Thompson is starting tonight here because of a play I'm looking at for tomorrow, as Vegas will be in Nashville tomorrow. Thompson has been very good, back-to-back 3-1 wins for Thompson. So looking to keep that going here. 2 props for me, which people are probably already knew was coming. And yes, I'm on both of them once again. We cashed on both of these the last show that these teams played. So we'll go right back to it here. Shea Theodore over half an assist. He's got one in 6 of his last 7 games, 12 of his last 15 for the Vegas Golden Knights. Jake Neighbors to get a point. He's got a point in 6 games in a row on that top line for the St. Louis Blues, plus 105. If I had to pick a side here, I honestly think Vegas wins this one. I really do think Vegas wins this one, but at the price, at minus 145, it's out of my price range. So I would have to go with in regulation, which I don't feel comfortable with because this game has a feeling of a draw spot. So ultimately, 2 player props here, no side or total play. I'm the situation is I can't bet this one when it comes to side or total. This one. Let's go up here. Blues as home underdogs does not disappoint. Yes, they've been very good as home underdogs. So that's enough as well to keep me off Vegas in regulation. Vegas Golden Knights, St. Louis, meaningful points here tonight. Yes, St. Louis trying to catch this Vegas team in the standings. Vegas looking at this game and thinking that if they win this game in regulation, that's obviously not securing their playoffs, but it puts them in a very good position to make the playoffs if they are able to win this game in regulation. Eichel goal plus 120. We'll get to the rest of the player props here in a second. Leaning Vegas, I agree. It's Thompson. ... Enough said. Blues money line. I don't know why. I don't know why you would say that. Aiden Hill has not been good whatsoever, especially recently. And obviously he's injured. But 3 games in a row where Logan Thompson's given up 1 goal. 1 goal to New Jersey, 1 goal to Seattle, 1 goal. He didn't play the full game against Columbus. So it is Columbus, Seattle, and New Jersey. And obviously This St. Louis Blues team is better than those other three, but they're not like a world beater offense or anything. So I don't know why you would just automatically fade Thompson, but okay. Hello, Terry. How are you? Good, Brandon. How are you? Also, Blues is a home dog. Yeah. Well, doesn't mean it's a lock, does it, Nick? Leaning over 6. Yeah, I was looking towards the over, but I don't like how Logan Thompson has played recently for the over. He's been doing pretty well. And now with Aiden Hill out, I could see Thompson um, really motivated here to potentially try to get that starting job going into the playoffs. Like, subscribe, and share. Thank you, Kev. Much appreciated. Eichel point, Marshall So point parlay. We'll get to props in a second for me. Taking St. Louis plus 125 and under 6. Best of luck. Best of luck. Neighbors, I like it. Yes, 6 games in a row with a point. Still plus money. Got to keep taking it. Neighbors and Shenner have been cooking. There you go. Had to lock those two in last night. Make sure you check Terry's stat sheet, y'all. Thanks, Nick. And yes, the spreadsheet is in the description below to the Google Doc, which has stats. All the stats that I give out on today's show are there. All the team stats are done for tomorrow and Wednesday. Player props are halfway done for tomorrow, and I'll have player props done for tomorrow and Wednesday in the next few hours. So we're going to be 2 days ahead with stats. If Bennington is on point and Blues don't give up the power play, they should win. All right. All right. Both games draw spot. I agree. I agree. Plus 370. Yeah, I probably should get to the draw here. I may get to it. I may get to it. Jordan Bennington says Blues money line and Blues to the playoffs. I certainly hope not. After the Blues beat the Wild, go Vegas Golden Knights. I would. I know most people don't want Vegas to make the playoffs, obviously with using LTIR and all that stuff. But hey, as a Wild fan, I want to see Vegas there. I don't want to see the Blues there at all. And if you want to watch better playoff games, then you should want this Vegas team in because if St. Louis does make it, they're gone in 5 games. So Logan Thompson has been solid. I agree. Lately, he has been very good. Sprinkle on Jordan Neighbors anytime goal. Jordan Cairo anytime goal. Yeah, we'll get to props in a second. Why is this line 6.5? Under 6.5 minus 138 is nice. Yeah, the Blues have been trending more higher scoring recently. So I don't know. Shea Theodore has scored 4 goals all year. I'm tempted to play him anytime goal plus 600. Interesting. Interesting. Tell Nick I said hi and Tim. I think they're both in the chat. So Nick and Tim, Brandon says hi. Under game 6.5. All right. St. Louis team total over 2.5. All right. Pavel Buchnevich, we'll talk about him in just a second. Mystery question: how does Vegas Golden Knights travel? I don't know. I don't know. I want to go to Vegas for the playoffs like last year. Hey, that would be fun. Thank you for the show, Terry. Good luck to you and the chat. Thanks, Top Trio. Best of luck to you as well. But looking at player props here for players that are not over there on the screen, Jack Eichel has at least 3 shots on goal in 15 of his last 16 games, a point in 6 of 7, and a goal in 3 of his last 4. So Eichel is really heating up, and he's a big reason why the Vegas Golden Knights have won recently. We talked about Shea Theodore. We talked about Jake Neighbors. Justin Falk has an assist in 5 of his last 7 games. Pavel Buchnevich has an assist in 3 of his last 4. And Jordan Cairo has a goal in 3 of his last 5. So there are other players you can look at here in this game. But I'm not going to overload with props here. I could see this being a lower scoring game. Some others in the chat have already said they like the under. I could see that. So not going to overload here on props in this one. Airplane, Tommy. Probably airplane. LOL. Yo, Terry, just jumping on. Ivy Barbashev a revenge? Yeah, Barbashev obviously facing his former team. You could look at that. You could. Vegas Golden Knights alternate team total shots and goal 30 plus. There you go. There you go. Tam next spring training is done for us. We're playing the Space Cowboys today, just to let you know. All right. All right. But we'll move on to our second game of the night. We got Vegas and St. Louis in the first game, and then we've got LA and Vancouver in the second. So only two games, but we don't have any bums playing. Uh, these are two games that matter. So it's not like we're getting Chicago and San Jose or Anaheim and Columbus or anything like that. Stay tuned tomorrow for some bum games like that, but no bum games today. LA Kings plus 105 to plus 113. Vancouver Canucks minus 124 to minus 130. 5.5s right across the board here in this game. Looking at goaltenders here, nobody's confirmed. Should be Casey DeSmith and has David Riddick here, both unconfirmed. How are these two teams doing recently? LA 4-1 in their last five, picking up some wins here. Good wins against Tampa Bay and Minnesota, and then two wins against Chicago, which everyone is beating Chicago. 2 overs, 5 unders, 1 game finished with 6 goals. The Vancouver Canucks 7-1-1 in their last 9. They have not lost a beat since losing Thatcher Demko to injury. This Canucks team has continued on. 1 over, 7 unders, 1 game finished with 6 goals. This Canucks team is just playing a great defensive style of hockey, and it is winning games and it is keeping the total under. Vancouver 10-3-1 in the last 14 games between these teams. They've had success against the Kings in recent years. 4 of the last 8 going overtime. We've seen overtime between these two teams. No overs, 9 under, 1 game finished with 6 goals. So total of 5.5, 1 over, 9 unders in the last 10 games between these two teams. We see a lot of unders when these teams face each other. And I'm just going to roll with what's going on right now. Vancouver Canucks are playing consistent defensive style games, and they are finding ways to win. So give me the Canucks money line and give me the under 5.5 for things to just continuing on here in this game. Also, I am on Connor Garland over half a point, plus 140 on the top line. And he has a point in 7 of his last 9 games. So he is playing very well on the top line. Plus 140 is just kind of ridiculous for this to be priced this way. So I am on him to get a point here. Other players playing well for the LA Kings, Adrian Kempe, a point in 6 of his last 7 games, and assist in 4 of his last 5. Andre Kopitar, 2 or more points in 4 of his last 5 games. Pierre-Luc Dubois got an assist in 4 of his last 5. For the Canucks, JT Miller, a point in 12 of his last 15. Elias Pettersson, a point in 5 of his last 8. Quinn Hughes has a point in 7 of his last 9. And then we just talked about Connor Garland here on the top line for the Canucks. Canucks have won the first period in 7 straight games. Interesting. Okay, so maybe you want to look towards the Canucks first period. I like it. Canucks plus minus 130. Wow, this actually really surprises me. I really thought you were going to be on the other side, Nick. That's surprising. Terry, do you know who's playing NHL tonight? Yep, we just talked about all 4 teams. Give me the Dogs, Kings, and draw split. All right. I probably should add the draw in both games. I just feel like one of these 2 games, if not both, could potentially go to overtime. So Yes, I'm gonna make it official. I'm adding the draw in both games, half unit plays, as always, that I do for draws. So half unit on the draw in both games should be around plus 370 or something like that at FanDuel. So I'm gonna pull the trigger. I'm gonna pull the trigger. The chat has pushed me into it, so let's get it. Garland top line, half a points plus 140. Yeah, yeah. What can you say? Yesterday had to clear and Jarvis anytime goal parlay and Jarvis didn't score. Ah, I'm sorry, Steven. Yeah, just a couple inches to the other side and it would have went in. Frustrating. Really frustrating to watch it too. It just hurt. Kempe over 3.5 shots on goal. Best of luck. Perfect Monday for both LA and Vancouver to take the night off. Okay, I'm guessing an uncharacteristically low event first period. Someone on an under 5.5, and 5.5s are low totals. So being on under 5.5, yes, give me a 0-0 first period. I would love that. That would be awesome. Agree, Tommy. Also, no goals in the first 10 plus 115. Ah, now where is Addison? Addison, the first goal in first 10. King. I wonder if he has any opinions here. Because we don't see no goal in first 10 from him. I don't think we've seen that. So I've got under 5.5 plus 100, yet Garland point, Kopitar point. Yeah, I could see that with Kopitar too. That's a really good price for his point prop. Um, so best of luck. You're leaning Kings? Yeah. Hey, they could win this game. They definitely could. Canucks money line. I like it. Terry, are you going to watch the Space Cowboys and the Houston Astros today? It starts at 7. No. I am going to be watching a hockey game, and yes, I'll be getting ready for baseball, but no more spring training. I'm not even going to pay attention to it. I need to get ready for the regular season on Thursday. Gonna miss the 10 times profit boost per day on Fanatics. Shake my head, lol. Used a few of my last boosts and got Vegas minus 123 and Kings money line plus 127. All right, all right. Canucks have a ton of home games. What the heck? Yeah, I guess they played a lot on the road. Terry, is there a game time decision today this afternoon? I'll pick some parlays. No, I believe it's only on Fridays now. Kopitar over 1.5 shots are plus 110. Great value, even though his volume is down. Could see them trailing late and need offense. All right. And yeah, he has been scoring some goals recently too. Kopitar usually a assist guy, but he's been scoring recently. Casey DeSmith versus Talbot. Is that confirmed now? Dun, 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 dun. No, nobody's confirmed. So we will see who starts here. Unless it's been confirmed on Twitter and hasn't been on goalie post yet. Look ahead to tomorrow. Oilers money line at Jets. My Oilers minus 110 at Jets. Minus 110 is out of on FanDuel right now. That's interesting. Honestly, I've started to get stats ready for tomorrow, but I haven't fully handicapped yet. So I cannot not give you any plays for tomorrow yet. Still need to finish capping for tomorrow. But we'll go on to the parlay of the day. 2 games today. So not a whole lot of choices for today's parlay of the day, but did cook something up here. We're going to go with defenseman today. We're going to ride the defenseman here. Shea Theodore over half a point, and Quinn Hughes over half a point. You could put them both to get assists and just bump up this price even more, but I'm happy with plus 182. As Captain Bryce said, Theodore has 4 goals all year, and he's thinking about pulling the trigger on Theodore to score. I have Theodore for an assist already. The last thing I want to do is take him for an assist in the parlay of the day and then have him score and lose both. So I'll play it safe here with Theodore over half a point and Quinn Hughes over half a point for plus 182 for today's parlay of the day. We'll go with 2 defensemen here to get points for today. And we'll go to the chat. Do you look at any block shot props? No. And it's not that I have anything against them. It's that I don't have time to. And block shots are not as I want to say not as popular, but they're not as available as many at as many books, and I just have not had time to look at block shot props. So unfortunately, not. I'm sorry. I just placed it. Okay, okay. Best of luck, Robert. Let's get it. I was wondering which player to pick to go under in props. Uh, well, as Captain Bryce said, he likes. Um, why am I blanking on his name? I'm just blanking on his name. Um, he mentioned that he liked Vancouver defenseman. Help me out, guys. I don't know why I'm blocking on his name, but Philip Hronik under. So that's who he likes under. If you want to bet an under prop, and I do like that game under, so under 5.5. So there might be a few players you can look at for the under, but I'll stick with my under 5.5. Thanks, Terry, for all the picks. Good luck to you as well, Juan. Best of luck to everyone. If you're new to the channel, appreciate all the support, all the views and likes we've been getting the last few days has been awesome. If you want to join us in the live chat, if you're watching on Twitter, Getting Wild with Terry and Friends on YouTube, you can come and join the live chat as well. And yeah, we'll see you guys on tomorrow's show. Monday to Friday, 12:30 p.m. Eastern. Saturday shows usually Friday night, and then usually no Sunday shows. But if we keep having Sundays like we did yesterday, I'll have to keep going. Thanks, Terry. Thank you, Nick. Thank you, everyone, for watching, and we'll see you on tomorrow's show. 12 games to talk about tomorrow, and we'll see you guys tomorrow at same time, same place. Thanks for watching, guys.